Big development in the Ambani bomb scare probe. That's the story coming in just now. Home Ministry has handed over the investigation to the NIA. That's the breaking news at this point. Remember, earlier, Maharashtra ATS was probing the case. Now this case has been taken over by the NIA. This has been done by the Home Ministry, which is the nodal ministry in charge, handing over the investigation of this case to the NIA. Earlier, the ATS in Maharashtra was probing this case. Suspected terror link in the Ambani probe scare, where this matter has now been handed over to the National Investigation Agency that has been done by the Home Department. Earlier, the ATS was looking into the case. There has been little headway as far as details about who could have placed the green color SUV right outside Ambani residence with 20 gelatin sticks and other explosive devices. The concern was that this was a threat. There have been various details in this case ever since this was reported, including the mysterious death of the owner of the Scorpio car. The NIA is now looking into the matter. This is a development in the Ambani bomb scare probe, where the Home Ministry has asked the National Investigation Agency to look into the case of the bomb scare right outside the residence of India's richest man, Mukesh Ambani. Earlier, the ATS from Maharashtra was probing the case. Little headway was made earlier. A little-known terror group, in fact, was seen to be behind it. Later on, the terror group clarified, saying that they are not behind the case. A threat letter was also found in the car that spoke about the fact that the SUV has had some gelatin sticks and other explosives inside it was just a trailer, and there was more to come, was what the threat letter really read. Earlier, the ATS of Maharashtra was probing this case. Now it has been handed over to the National Investigation Agency.
Well, since day one, there were a lot of questions which were not being answered till date, and the only clue present in the case was Mansukh Hiren, who was found dead last week. And that's what raised more suspicion about this entire case. One reason the case cannot be termed as a normal crime case, because the gelatin sticks was found none other than outside the house of the richest man in the country, and there was no headway. Meanwhile, the clues and the witnesses were getting wiped out somehow, and hence the NIA was briefed about it, and it looks like they briefed the Home Ministry, and the Union Home Ministry has asked the National Investigation Agency to look into this case. Looking into this case, which means that Mansukh Hiren, who has died in suspicious circumstances, and yesterday Maharashtra ATS has registered a murder case. In that case, that will also be simultaneously be investigated, and this entire crime will be investigated. The opposition, the BJP in Maharashtra, has been gunning for Mumbai police. They have named an officer. The leader of opposition, Devendra Fadnavis, has named an officer in the Mumbai police, saying that Mansukh Hiren had met this person before this incident took place, and hence they are gunning for Mumbai police. So there is a lot of politics being played. At the same point of time, there are a lot of unanswered questions, and hence the NIA has been brought in now to look into this entire case.